What's the most satisfying thing you can do in Magic? A 2-for-1. And what do we have here? A 2-for-1 with Kalitas Traitor of Ghet. On this 2-for-1, we are going to go through 2 different decks that Kalitas Traitor of Ghet can use its activated ability while we sacrifice our own vampires, our own zombies. Let's get into the first deck tech of the video. Alright, so this is our Kalitas Traitor of Ghet Zombie Apocalypse deck. We are playing a number of zombies. Some of the most important zombies in the deck are cards that make zombies in the deck. The first one is Champion of the Perished. It's a 1-mana 1/1. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Champion of the Perished. So it gets bigger with every zombie that you make. Jadar, Ghoul Color of Nephalia. While not being a zombie itself, it creates zombies. So every turn at the beginning of your end step, if you control no zombies with Decayed, you get a 2/2, so you can keep feeding Kalitas with that, along with some of our other creatures. One of the new cards from Innistrad is Relentless Dead, 2-mana 2/2 Menace. When it dies, you may pay black if you do return to its hand, and when it dies, you can pay X to return another target zombie creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you get to recur some of your zombies, along with having 1 black mana open to recur this one. Undead Augur is one of our cards that gives us card advantage by drawing cards when zombies die. You might have to lose a life, but you're gaining a lot of damage. And we have Death Baron, a 3-mana 2/2 skeletons. You control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. So we're one of our very good lords that are in the deck. The final zombie that I'm going to highlight here before we get into some games is Gray, or A Game is Gray, Merchant of Asphodel. 2-mana 2/4. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, or X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. So it's a great game ender where you're poking in with your zombies, and then when you get them to 10 or so, pretty easy to get to 10 devotion for Gray, Merchant of Asphodel. So those are the zombies that I think are most important to the deck. Take a look at it here. Deck list will be in the description below. Here is the first game for our 2-for-1 special. Let's get into it. All right, Kalitas Zombies deck highlight. We don't got much going on, although these 2 are a very good combination and we can get to them. Let's give it a shot. Up against Rootha, Mercurial Artista. 3-mana 1/4, and you can return it to your hand to copy target instant sorcery spell, and you can choose new targets, and you have to pay 2 for that. So we're gonna hope ramping into Phyrexian Obliterator and Grey Merchant of Asphodel can get us there. We shall see. We'll see how well they can counter things. They're taking their sweet time to do so. Hope everybody is doing well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and notify if you've gotten this far. And one thing that really helps out a YouTube channel is clicking on the next video after you're done and continuing to watch the content. It's a very important thing, continued retention. So if you've gotten this far, you obviously are liking what's going on, and I would be very grateful for you to click on the next video after this one and just keep watching the stuff. It means a lot. All right, finally. Well, maybe they timed out. No, they would have just clicked it. All right, keep on drawing lands. One counter spell would be Brutal. All right, this is good for us. Obliterator. Coming down. Next turn we can Kalitas. I think that's a pretty good play. Sure, they are ramping. All right. Let us. We're gonna bounce it. We'll play Kalitas. It might get countered, but that's okay. Oh, no counter. Right, have to do some kind of board wipe. We have village rights. Although it would be damage based. All right. Coming in hot. And then I think we do this. What you gonna do now? Sure. All right. Kind of annoying. All right, we're gonna get in there. Sure. And we can jam this again. Keep on the pressure. Sure. Interesting keeping up red. Interesting. All right, there's a land. We shall play that land. And we shall attack for 5. And I think we'll do this. Why not? It'll get countered probably. But that's just no counter spell. All right. Maybe it'll get burned out. If it does, we can draw a couple cards. Or they're jump starting. Sure. Let's keep up the pressure. Maybe we'll get a gray merchant. All right. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you gonna copy? 4 mana spell. Yeah. Wait, no. What does that do? Return. Oh, that just returns it, right? Sure. That's fine. Have your extra turn. Unfortunate that we are here now. Okay. Haven't seen Lithoform Engine in a long time. So they can pay 2, 4 to copy this twice. I will draw a card. Or 2 cards, actually. Land. Sure. Land. This. Oh, we were so close to just killing them. Could I eat this alive with this? Probably. And they have to force them to recast it if they want to use it. Although now that they have this Lithoform engine, it's a 3 mana copy. That's fine with me. Land. 5 damage. Sure. What are they gonna do? Oh, that puts me 6, 7, 8. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate indeed. We do this. No, we do this. Into this. Into this. End the turn. We are so close. They've just been able to one on bottom. Oh, they should have upkeep scryed. Sure. The grind is real. One into hand, one into exile, one on the bottom of their library. A land. It's a good land. Alright, they're gonna scry again. Bottom. Sure. All this is good for me. Copy it, please. The tempo is real. Alright, this is good that they're casting that. Actually, this is very good that they're casting that, because I think we have the win now. We will attack. Merchant kind of wins on its own now. I don't think there's much that they can have. Nope. Let's get a zombie.
As I will conquer, nothing is more loyal than
and then let's Grey Merchant and Asphodel for the W. Alright, there's our zombie deck. Now let's take a look at a deck tech for vampires, the bloodsuckers. Let's do it. And now for our blood-sucking vampire version of Kalitas, Traitor of Ghet. Knight of the Ebon Legion is our 1 mana vampire of choice. It is a 1 mana 1/2, has an activated ability of a black and 2 colorless that gives it +3/+3 and it gains death touch until the end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, that includes you, put a 1/1 counter on Knight of the Ebon Legion, one of our great 1-drops. The deck is a little bit more grindy. We're playing cards like Blood Artist that have Blood Artist type effects. So when Blood Artist or another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It is a 2 mana 0/1. Then we have Nell, Priest of Oblivion, a very good 2-drop that is also good late game. It is a 2 mana 2/1 that has Menace and Lifelink, and when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, so when you kick it, you pay an extra black and 3 colorless. You can return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Drana, Liberator of Malakir, is another one of those really powerful, aggressive 3-drops. The 2/3 with flying and first strike, and when it deals damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on each attacking creature you control. So it deals 2 damage, and then it puts the counter on itself and all the rest, and everything else gets to deal damage. Then we have Voldaren Pariah, 5 mana 3/3, one of the new cards from the Innish Shadows over Innistrad. The 5 mana 3/3 flyer. You can sacrifice 3 other creatures to transform this. And when it is transformed, target opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. So you're sacrificing 3 creatures to get them to sacrifice 3 creatures. It also has Madness of black, black, black. So if you discard it, you can play black, black, black instead of its regular mana cost. And those are the vampires that I wanted to highlight from Kalitas's Bloodsucking Vampires. Take a quick look at the deck. Deck list will be in the description below. Let's get into the game. All right, we're here with our vampire highlight. Hey, look at that. Phyrexian Obliterator rears its Really cool artwork. I really want to get my hands on one of these in physical at some point in time here. We're going to keep this 2 and a 3 into a good 4 into a 4. Not the strongest vampires in the deck, but definitely a keepable hand. Up against Sarkhan, Wanderer to Shiv. So this is a 4 mana planeswalker with 4 loyalty. It makes your dragon spells cost colorless and 1 less to cast. You can conjure up a Shivin dragon, which is a quite powerful old school dragon. And then it can deal 3 damage to target creatures. So we can say bye-bye to our Vampire Nighthawk next turn if we play that. We will get in for 2. Yeah, we'll give them a juicy target if they so desire. Mono Red has a really hard time against the Obliterator. There's not a lot of ways that Mono Red can deal with it. So I think it's actually a really good card in this instance. Oh, they're gonna let me... They're gonna let it shine. Well, that's an unfortunate land to draw, but it's a land. Get in, see if they block. No blocks. Also, destroy all dragon creatures. Probably pretty good in a Shivin matchup, because you know they're gonna have a lot of dragons. So having Shivin or having a destroy all dragon creatures is probably going to be very powerful. There's one. And unfortunately, we actually were able to play a non-basic. Oh yeah. Come on, give it to me. Give me one more land, please. All right, question is, I think we hold off. We're gonna play Kalitas. Because then we exile this when it dies. Oh, and this is just sack. There's no actual cost to it. All right. Sure. I will take 2. This could be a Scoop Crux. It's a pretty solid artifact in a dragon-based deck. Come on, show me your dragons. Don't cast Sarkhan. Show me your dragons. Show me the money. Okay. They get what, 2 treasures? So I guess they can play Sarkhan now if they want to. Or maybe they have another dragon. They do have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. 5 mana. Okay. Chandra.
You want to play with fire, huh?
All right. We'll still sacrifice that. We shall get a blood token. I kind of want to keep everything that I have.
Fire, you're gonna get burned.
All right, my turn. We will destroy all dragons. That's a very rare use case. We don't usually see that one. There's the concede. All right, let's go and see what our next creature or planeswalker will be for this challenge. Let's do it. All right, randomizing our legendary creature. They're over 700, 780 something. So let's spin it to win it and see what we get to play next. 3, 2, 1, go. And the wheel says it's Elspeth, Undaunted Hero. 5 mana, 5 loyalty planeswalker. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Search your library and or graveyard for a card. I'm not sure what that says because it's so small. We'll see it in the post-production here. And then -8 we'll also see in the post-production. So interesting Elspeth, probably one you're never gonna see unless you watch these videos. All right, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I hope you like this new format of the 2-for-1 special. Coming up next, we'll have a 2-for-1 with Elspeth Undaunted Hero. All right, let's dive into this card and see what we come up with. And remember, Patreon, link in the description below. Have a Discord channel, link in the description below. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.